안녕하세요. 쿠키코리아입니다. 오늘도 비즈니스 한국어와 에티켓에 대해 차근차근 알아볼까요? Have you ever suggested something to a Korean and felt confused by their response? In Korea, people often avoid saying no directly. Instead, we use polite phrases that might sound vague. For people from cultures where directness is valued, these unclear responses can be confusing or frustrating. But in Korea, indirect responses are a way of being considerate and avoiding discomfort. Today, let's look at some common Korean expressions that sound polite but actually means no. I'll share some expressions that I currently use at work. No worries, it's Cookie Korea. Just enjoy the bite-sized Korean. Type 1 expressions are a bit more direct but still polite. In Korean, even a no is often expressed subtly. Instead of directly refusing, people tend to hint at difficulties, even if someone doesn't say, "I can't." Phrases that suggest a negative outcome are usually understood as a rejection. One way to soften the tone is by using phrases like 같습니다, 같습니다, which means it seems like, instead of a direct declarative sentence ending 합니다. Then let's get started. The first expression is gol-lan-hal 것 같습니다. gol-lan-hal 것 같습니다. This means it might be difficult. The word gol-lan suggests a challenging or embarrassing situation. To make it sound more natural, people often add a reason before this phrase, such as mentioning a prior commitment or company policies. When someone says this, the listener typically takes it as a polite way of saying no. This expression is commonly used in professional and formal settings with superiors, business partners, or customers. You can use this expression in situations such as when your boss asks for weekend work but you have plans, or when a client requests an unrealistic deadline, or when a customer demands a refund against a policy. The second expression is 어려울 것 같습니다. 어려울 것 같습니다. This translates to "it seems difficult." While not an outright refusal, it strongly suggests low chances. Although it's not an absolute rejection, it leaves little room for possibilities. Listeners often interpret it as a negative response, leading them to withdraw the request or look for other solutions. This expression is commonly used in professional settings to politely decline. You can use this expression in situations such as when a teammate proposes an over-budget project, or when a client requests last-minute changes just before a product launch, or when your colleague suggests rescheduling a meeting to a date that doesn't work for you. Type 2 expressions are softer and more indirect. Koreans value harmony, so softer refusers are common. These phrases show consideration while indirectly saying no. The first expression is 생각해 보겠습니다. 생각해 보겠습니다. Literally, this means I'll think about it. You might assume it means the speaker will seriously consider the suggestion, but in many cases, if there is no follow-up, it's a gentle refuser. That means if someone doesn't give you a clear yes right away, it's usually a sign they're not fully on board. In Korean culture, this phrase is often used as a polite way to say no. It's appropriate for both formal and casual settings. You can use this expression in situations such as when your coworker invites you hiking but you're not interested, or when a team suggests a collaboration you want to avoid, or when a friend asks you to join their club but you're hesitant. The second expression is geul-sse-yo. geul-sse-yo. This is tricky because it literally means I'm not sure. The tone can suggest hesitation. If someone stretches se or se-yo like geul-sse or geul-sse-yo, it often means no. When geul-sse-yo isn't meant as a rejection, you can make the context clearer by adding more details. For example, geul-sse-yo, that sounds like a good idea. Let's talk more about it. It's commonly used in less formal and casual situations among friends, family, or close colleagues. You can use this expression in situations such as when a friend suggests trying unfamiliar dish but you're not really interested, or when your colleague invites you out but you're not in the mood, or when your partner suggests a visit to their family and you're hesitant. The third one is 시간 좀 볼게요. 시간 좀 볼게요. This one is really common. This translates to I'll check my schedule. On the surface, it seems neutral, neither a yes nor a no. But here's the thing. If someone really plans to accept your suggestion, they'll usually give a definite response. When you hear this without a follow-up like I'll let you know by tomorrow, it often means they are politely trying to say no. When someone says this, the person might let you know they can't make it. However, they find it hard to reject right away, so they use checking their schedule as an excuse to soften the refuser. The listener usually picks up on it and assumes it's more of a no. This expression is used in less formal and casual situations with friends, family, or close colleagues. You can use this expression in situations such as when a friend invites you to a party you'd rather skip, or when your close colleague proposes a blind date but you're not interested. or when a distant relative suddenly asks to meet over the weekend, but you're busy. Repetition is key to mastering it. Let's practice each phrase 3 times. I'll say it first, then give you a moment to repeat it after me. 곤란할 것 같습니다. 곤란할 것 같습니다. 곤란할 것 같습니다. 어려울 것 같습니다. 어려울 것 같습니다. 어려울 것 같습니다. 생각해 보겠습니다. 생각해 보겠습니다. 생각해 보겠습니다. 글쎄요. 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 시간 좀 볼게요. 시간 좀 볼게요. 시간 좀 볼게요. 꿀팁. 저는 생각 없어요. 저는 생각 없어요. This literally means I don't have any thoughts. Can you guess what it means? This is often used to refuse food, and it means no, I'm good. It's an idiomatic expression for refusing food. You can use this with close friends or family or people around your age. In formal or unfamiliar situations, it might come across as less appropriate. This is because in Korea, refusing food, especially offered by elders or superiors, is not considered polite. Plus, depending on your tone, for example, 저는 생각 없어요. It could be interpreted as I don't feel like eating or talking with you, so be mindful. As a summary, listen to them at a native speed. 곤란할 것 같습니다. 곤란할 것 같습니다. 어려울 것 같습니다. 어려울 것 같습니다. 생각해 보겠습니다. 생각해 보겠습니다. 글쎄요. 글쎄요. 시간 좀 볼게요. 시간 좀 볼게요. 저는 생각 없어요. 저는 생각 없어요. 오늘은 여기까지. 시청해주셔서 고맙습니다. 안녕!